Welcome back. Welcome back. Um, Today I'm gonna be talking about asterisks. I'm gonna walk through setting up a virtual PBX and show you folks at home how you can uh, make use of your high-speed internet connection and create uh, your own home telephone PBX system. Uh, So I'm not going to go through some of the virtualizing stuff and the downloading. I've kind of downloaded a lot of this and pre-staged a lot of what I want to do this today. But if you go to this www.asterisk.org, click on downloads, and what you're looking for is this AsteriskNOW software PBX. Look here, it says it's the premier ready-to-run distribution of open source asterisks, and it's ready to install, ready to go out of the box once you get this going. But I would suggest you do the 64-bit. Just we're in a 32 bits kind of fading out, but download this. This will download an ISO image, and this will kind of get us get. That's the first initial step. Is you want to go to asterisk.org, click downloads, and click on the AsteriskNOW download. Welcome you to the Asterisk community. You can put your email in. You don't have to. Well, actually, you do. It's got to start. So, put your email in. It's going to take you to the download page and give you the link, and it's going to download the ISO image. So once you get that downloaded, let's fire up your if you have a preferred VM platform, whether it's VMware, KVM, or VirtualBox, whichever one you prefer, or if you just want to load it up on a bare metal machine, that's good too. But we're going to get this fired up and going. I'm going to show you, we're going to just step through installing this. Okay, where's my... Alright, so let's go ahead and fire up this asterisk. As it does as it's supposed to. Alright, so once you get the disk in there and you boot it up, you have a couple of options. You've got the free PBX 10.13.66 with asterisk 11. That is I think it's the current version that's out. It's kind of been out for a while, which is still fully fine to run this. It's, I would say, the most stable. Then you've got this one here, which is the same free PBX, and then it's with asterisk 13, which is asterisk 13, I would say, is the most current version. If you want to stay up to the latest version, you can do that one. Then you've got full install, no RAID, some installation methods here. So, excuse me, for the purposes of this install, we don't have a RAID set up for hard drive performance, so we're going to do no RAID. This is just going to be on a single VM machine. So you hit enter. Now that's going to go through and do its initial stuff here. Now mind you, since we're going through doing this installation, this may take a little time. So if you want to take a few coffee breaks, that's fine. I'm not going to pause this video. I'm going to let this ride through, so bear with us here. So alright, so first part is TCP Ip configuration. So whatever machine you have this on, make sure you've got DHCP up and running, or you can do manual configuration. I would suggest you go ahead and leave it on dynamic host, leave it on DHCP, let it pull an IP address, and then if you want to go back at a later time and do a static address, that's perfectly fine there. So we're going to leave it with the defaults. It's on dynamic automatic. Okay, hit enter, and we should get it's on my network here. I gotta make sure. It's this stuff sometimes. we'll let it, hopefully it grabs something. I think it should be fine. Oh, you know what? I may have not. I think I did. Well, let's see. We might run into some technical problems, but that's okay. It's all, you know, doing technical stuff, you gotta work through the problems. Yeah. So I think I did one thing wrong here on my setup. Let me go back. Let me stop this, and then let me go back here and to the settings, network, and set is not attached, host only. I think that's fine. There. Okay. Go back here. Let's take a look at this. Allow. Yep, I think that's what we did wrong. So let's go back. Let's start it back up. A few minor complications. We're gonna make sure that we're good to go here, though. So let's step back to what we said. We're gonna do asterisk 13. We said no RAID. Okay, and while it's doing that, like I said, you can take a few breaks in between here if you don't want to watch all the command stuff here boot up. So let's start our local installation media. We said leave it on automatic, and hopefully I did this right. Otherwise, I'm gonna be a little upset. Unless I don't have it in the right, I got a wrong switch port in here somewhere. Yeah, that's taking too long still. Let's okay. Stop. Delete that. And let's say you to you. And then start you back up again. You're making me look. You're not making me. Oh, did I hit you on the right one? Sure, I think I clicked the wrong one. Let me make sure. That's one thing for you. Gotta pay attention what you're clicking on so you don't go too fast. Okay, so we said no RAID. Bam. Okay, we're good to go, folks. Man. Okay. That's what I just had a few minor. So we got an IP, and so it's going to take us to our time zone. Set your time zone for whatever time zone you're in. I'm on the West Coast, so gonna look for L for Los Angeles. LLLs, and there you are. Let me say that. Okay. Okay, here you're gonna make your root password. Okay. We're gonna say so you put your password in. This would be for the root, for the system itself. Alright, it's doing its thing here. Sorry for that slight hiccup there, but like I said, a few technical problems. This happens. So that's going to take some time there, folks. If y'all want to go and take your bathroom break, grab you some coffee, and you know, come back in a few minutes. We'll be here. But otherwise, I'm going to let this do the Jeopardy thing here and just let it chum along here. I'm not going to stop this because I want you to see the entire process from inception to completion, so you can see the whole process of installing this. Now we're running this on a VM, and now it won't matter if this is a VM or a bare metal machine. This process is exactly the same. So I guess it's coffee break. So don't mind me if it gets a little quiet here. I'm sitting here. I might be doing a few other things, but just stay with us. Stay tuned in. I don't want y'all to leave and leave out while this is going. Now we could do TV magic. Yeah, we could do TV magic. But once once I've recorded this video, you can TV magic it yourself, right? You can just flip, you know, fast forward a little bit past the installation process. As long as we complete this without any errors, which is looking pretty good so far. We're at 36%. You know, I guess I could keep talking, you know, and tell you about the weather. But it's nice. It's nice outside today. It's pretty sunny. This is going on now. In talking about, I guess, in virtualizing, I guess we can talk about a few things. You know, I'm running this on VirtualBox. The goal is here. There's a lot of different virtualizing platforms. I think in another video I'm going to show you one of my other another one of our partners that I partner with. It's a awesome virtualization environment platform called Proxmox. I think it's really a game changer, but that'll be on another video. We can talk about that. But it'll allow virtualization all in one, as well as creating application containers. So it's a pretty intuitive back-end platform. But whatever these ISOs that I'm doing this installation off of, they should run. You should be able to boot these from any virtualizing platform that you choose to try to use. Whether you're using, like I said, VMware. There's VMware. I'm running VirtualBox. You have KVM if you're using the Linux kernel. The Linux kernel virtualization. That's another good one. But any one of those is perfect for this to run off of, to get you your PBX up and running. And so as this is finished, we're over 50% here, so we're just about there. Now this installation, this will be the initial video we'll do on this. I will put together another video. We'll go through and show you some of via the web interface. There's an interface you can use to really go through, and it's pretty powerful. You can go in and set up your PBX how you want it. So this is the installation is step one, and this is really, I mean, you don't have to really be a technical guru to go in, and this is just it's a back end web interface you can manage your extensions, you can manage the trunks, you can go in and create an IVR, call groups. There's call waiting features. There's a follow me feature. So it's very intuitive back end platform. I run this at my home and for my business, so I'm able to manage my calls. It'll route my calls when they come in and hit my number, and pretty intuitive. Now we're at 66. It's doing this thing here. Long as you don't get no errors, folks. So like I said, it's going to be a long video. I didn't want to TV magic or movie magic anything. I didn't want to pause the video and let it finish. I want you to walk through the entire process from start to finish, and that way, as we go along, if you have any questions, any comments or concerns, just you can leave them in the comment box below the video, and we can answer those and get back with you. But it's doing this thing here, so bear with us. Yeah, sometimes, it's okay when they they do things and they put the kind of I reference it as TV magic, but you know how they cut out some portions of stuff. I don't want to cut out anything. I want you to see, that way, if as we run into problems, whether you're setting up a test environment, you want to test it out, or if you just were through the installation process, you run into issues, and you want to see, okay, darn, this, they ran into this issue at this point. So that's why I want to show you the entire. So we'll step through the entire process here. I'm going to turn off, actually, let me stop this machine for a second here. I don't want to have too much going. Now I'm running this in I've got a virtual network here set up, so what I'm running may not be as fast or as quick as what you're running, so we're getting there. We're making some progress. I gotta, it's a lot of my resources here on my laptop's probably being consumed up a little bit, so I got a virtual router, a virtual switch, and a couple of virtual machines that are all running, so bear with me. We're almost there, 78%, so yeah, it's doing this thing. Bam, it's finna spit it all out now. Had to get, I know that the web GUI backend is pretty, it's a little bit more heavier application, so it takes a little time on that piece. Like I said, folks, this is not a, it may, this, what you see on the screen may look a little technical, but it's not that technical once you kind of step through the process once or twice, installing this. And like I said, there are a lot of videos, there's a lot of instructions, there's documents out there. You can Google there's a lot of YouTube videos on installing and configuring Asterisk. So this is my contribution. I wanted to kind of put in and walk you through, kind of step you through how I kind of set up test environments to kind of get my feel for it and start playing with it. Once I kind of got a little bit more in depth, got more comfortable with it, really most of the management, like I said, is from the web interface. I mean, we all visit and go to websites and navigate around websites every day, all day, constantly. So it's just a matter of getting familiar with the web interface itself. That's where you do all the updating, all the configuring of the extensions, and bam, we're almost done, folks. We are almost there. So we'll give it a little bit more time here to finish up, and we'll be almost done on the installation. Like I said, there's not much to it, really. At least on the installing this piece, getting the Asterisk up. Okay, it's going to reboot. Looks good. All right, so once it's done that, it's going to reboot. I'm gonna hit the down arrow so it kills those countdown timer. So once it reboots, it's gonna reboot. Now this is how the boot up screen, the bootloader will load up anytime you boot up your PBX system. So it'll come here. You can let's hit enter, and we'll be on our way. You see the load progress bar down there is loading up. Okay, it's going through its initial checks. Says can take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. So maybe another. If you haven't taken a bathroom break, it might be bathroom break time again. So we're going to let these update. I'm not going to pause the video. We're going to walk through this so you can, like I said, I want you to see the entire process. So this is going to be this is updating the free PBX modules. So these are all the modules that are available in the PBX platform. So we'll let that kind of run and try and do its thing. Right. And while that's going on, I'm gonna fire this web browser back up so it's ready once because that's how we're going to actually access our PBXs via the web browser. So that's still going. All that looks good. Okay. And if you guys want to set something like this up, go check out GNS3. Go to GNS. Is it GNS3.com? Let me see here. GNS3. Yeah, if you go to GNS3.com, you need to sign up and create an account. This is the best software for, if you're in the networking, you want to set up virtual environments, labs, things like that nature. You want to test things out. This is the software to have. So that's the software to have. That's what I'm using to run this environment on here. You can see we've got routers and switches, and I've got a couple of virtual machines I can pull in, host machines for some testing. I don't want to deviate too much. I'm just trying to kill some time while our PBX is updating. It seems like it's going to take a little time, so we're going to let it do its thing here. Excuse me, folks. Yeah, so we'll let that run. And the cool thing about this Asterisk PBX is that it's one thing, it's open source. It's the #1 most downloaded and used PBX platform in the world. It's used across governments, schools, various different agencies and businesses all across the world, globally. So you're using a system that is that is supported and contributed to and maintained by a global community. So you're getting support. There's paid support as well too. I mean, but this stable has been, it's been around for years. For over a decade. I mean, Asterisk has been around. This is a very stable platform. You can there's multiple, just a plethora of things that you can use this platform for and what it can do. Like I said, I use it. I run it here at my home business, and it works perfect. And oh, and on that, and on a note about setting it up, if you guys are paying for a landline, you need to get rid of it. Set you up this PBX and purchase you a SIP trunk, and set that up. And you internally you can set your phone system up how you want it. You can set up multiple extensions. You've got, if you have yourself, you've got a family, you want to save on calling, you can there's a lot of SIP applications you can download, set up, and connect your device to your PBX and use. And then we also have our Digium phones that are specifically made for Asterisk. I mean, they're specifically designed and configured to work with Asterisk. So this is taking some time, folks. So like I said, I didn't want to pause anything, so I hope you guys are still with me. Once this video is recorded, I know you don't want to sit and watch a blank screen. So I would not be upset if you fast forwarded through a little bit of this and a little bit of my talking to go to the next process so you can see the completion. So feel free to push that fast forward button up a little bit if you need to. I would not at all be upset. So, but yeah, it's but this PBX is amazing. Let me see, I've been running this for 5 years now, and and to let you know, I have mine set up. All of you that don't know, I'm going to let you know today that if you have a Gmail account, if you use Gmail, you use Google services, anything like that, especially if you already have a Google account, go check out Google Voice, and you can get a free telephone number with your Google Voice. And the amazing thing, I'm telling you this because the amazing thing about this Asterisk is that there is a Google Voice module that you can install. And what that will do is it will allow you to add your Google Voice number as a SIP trunk. And so in actuality, so instead of you paying for a trunk line, you can use your existing Google Voice number to connect with your Asterisk PBX. Therefore, you can place and receive calls to that Google Voice, and your PBX, your phone system, will manage it. So from there, you can go in, and the extensions you set up, you can set up follow me features. If so, you give out your Google Voice number, people call your Google Voice number, and then it hits your PBX. Your PBX does all the routing. So you can set up if you have other phone numbers that you don't necessarily want to keep private, you can add those phone numbers to the follow me feature, and when it calls your Google Voice number, it'll ring, or you can set up call groups. I know I'm kind of winded, getting long-winded. We're talking about a lot of information and stuff, but I really, this is really an amazing system. Let's go back here. So yeah, let's go to the get started here. This is I mean, look at this. Let me go. Let's start it down. Community. Where's my let's go to documents. Is that what I want? No, it's not what I want. So look here. So here, extending the power of Asterisk. So so a lot of this might require some additional components. It's that. So you've got you got SIP trunking. You got your Asterisk. Your PBX needs to have a trunk. It has to have some way of getting out. And then we've got IP phones, telephone cards. You can actually build out your own system. You don't need to actually go and buy a PBX platform. If you have an old PC desktop laying around somewhere with a decent amount of hard drive space and memory, and it doesn't have to be a fast processor. It doesn't have to be anything high end. You can turn it into one of these. You can turn it into a PBX system. I mean, the software, it does all of this. So let's SIP trunking. I mean, this is it's. Let me just go check it out here. Oh, we're getting somewhere here, folks. Let's see here. Oh no, it's still beating around here for us. I told you it's gonna take a little time here, but let's go back here. So, you know, it's let me show you. Let's see, SIP trunk. Yeah. So, IP PBX. This is we have a turnkey solution, which is Switchvox, which is kind of it's a little bit more intuitive. When I say turnkey, like out of the box kind of solution, which is based on our Asterisk platform here. But it's like it says here. See, get the power of Asterisk without knowing Linux. So you don't need to be very technical at all. The Switchvox turnkey platform is our paid commercial version though, so that does have costs with a license, licensing for the software, and you purchase the hardware along with it. So, but what I'm showing you is for us, you know, just the average blue collar small businessman. You know you don't have a high end budget. I'm showing you this is the open source. This is our main. This is the bread and butter. This is the base system of Asterisk, and which is free for anyone to go and download and try. You can try this out. You can develop it. You can tweak it. However you want to develop it for your use in business and for your usage. There's no licensing fees or cost to it at all. So I encourage anyone out there, go and download this and start playing with it. I mean, test it out. It's an awesome platform. So we should be getting close here. I know it's probably reached. I don't think I've been talking for 10 minutes. I hope I haven't been talking for 10 minutes. I don't normally talk that much. It's not especially on my videos here. I'm normally doing more work. So I'm hoping this is getting close, because this is. But like I said, hey, bear with me. Like I said, because I'm running this on top of a virtualized network. So I got virtual machines that are running to produce this network. So it's you probably can't hear them. I can, if I probably put the mic down here by my laptop fan, it's screaming pretty hard here, so bear with us. Should be getting close here. Like I said, once I've got this video made, like anytime you folks just zip through this, you don't really have to look and watch all this. I've kind of been talking and kind of rambling on about a few other things here and there, but just kind of pass some time and kill some time away. But I do want to complete this to the end of this installation so you can see this, because there's one last step that once this is done, we'll go to the web interface so I can show you that. And oh, nice, restart Asterisk to load all new modules now. Wonderful. So we're almost done. We're almost done. I might need to put on the okay, running update database to update DB for local. Okay, so that's going to take a little time. And bam, so it's done, it's restarted. What I would recommend, once you have completed this installation process and it comes back up like this, go ahead and log in, check your IP address, make sure you got valid, and you should. So let's go ahead and log in as root and our password. Awesome. Okay, you may have not saw that, but so here you have a few things. With Asterisk, you have to, in order for you to use this, ensure that you're getting so the supported updates, you need to go in and activate this machine. So and that's all done through the web interface. So you see we are getting an IP address. We got 192.168.12.4. Now what we're going to do, we're going to pull up our web browser and we're going to navigate to this. Let me get our, and we said, what was that? 192 and 12.4. All right, so this is the initial setup for your Asterisk. We're going to walk through this. So username, we're going to say, you can give it anything. We're for time being, I'm going to call it PBX admin. And I'm going to make up a password. Okay, you're going to give your admin an email. So this is going to be whatever your so once your system's set up, and to like email updates and things like that, alerts, you can set this up so it'll email. You can email, like if you set your extensions up to email the voicemail or email notification for the extensions you create. But this email is for the main system itself for updating purpose. So you want to create the account. I want to remember. Now this is the main. This is our main free PBX interface. You see, we got to administer the free PBX. Our PBX is right here. The guy with the glasses. The user control panel. That is for the end user extensions. So here, let me open that in a new tab, which is this here. And I don't think I can, yeah, because I don't have anything created yet. So this, but the user control panel, the UCP, is what is see it abbreviated after. This is where the end user or the owner of the extensions can log in individually with their extension and go in here and manage. They can check their voicemail. They can go in there and manage the extension. They can turn on their follow me feature, add, it's really powerful. So let's go back. And then we've got the operator panel. And I think this is a new, I don't have access to this. This is a new option here, which is I don't have. But let's go and log into our free PBX. We're going to type in your username, put in the password that you created once we access the web interface. Then you're going to click on continue. Wow, and here we are. Thank you. So this is the initial start here. Activation is optional but highly recommended. Activating your server is required to purchase commercial modules and paid support. So if that's what if you're going to use this and you want to be able to access the paid modules, so they have some advanced paid modules and the paid support, where you can get someone from Sangoma to provide you either over the phone or remote support. You have to activate this. For the purpose of this, I'm going to skip this. I already have an activated PBX, so I'm not going to go through and do this again. Although I don't know if I did, it might screw me up. Let me see if I do. Email address, portal account. See, I've already done this. You have to, so in order to complete this, I want you to know, because this is an updated version of Asterisk, what you have to do is go to freepbx.org. So freepbx.org. So what you want to do is, see here it says portal. Once you go to freepbx.org, you want to go to portal. And I don't have an account here. You want to sign up here is what you want to do. So once you sign up, click here and it's going to take you through the sign up process. And see, this is what this allows you to do. So you can be able to purchase these available paid modules. So you go through here. So let me scroll back up. So you go back and so you fill in all this information accordingly, submit it, and then this will create you an account. And then what you do is see the email that you use to create this account with. That's where you go, and that's what you'd put in here, and that actually would activate your PBX system. So for right now, I'm going to abort that. Okay, so now it takes us through here. This gives you a lot of cloud options if you want to take a look at some of the cloud options that they have available. If you want to purchase or whatnot. Let's go ahead and skip past all of this. Skip. Okay, these are another promotional stuff. If you're looking for phones for your PBX, we're going to skip. Okay, now here we're going to select some local stuff. You got sound prompts, or we're going to leave an English time zone. You can go in here and set your time zone. I'm going to leave it at everything as the default for the time being. Well, let me go. I can go in here and set my time zone. I guess my screen might not let me. I don't know if I have enough space. So I'm America and Los Angeles. So L, Los Angeles for West Coast. So then I'll submit. All right, so my single. So if you do, here's a good I mean, this is another option. This has a smart firewall. So if you're running this like on a DMZ, kind of a outside your network, you can set up the firewall piece. Okay, and so we don't have that running. We don't have a need for that. So all right, and we're almost done. Some more promotional stuff. This is RMS. It's kind of a monitoring dashboard. You can try these. A lot of these are kind of some of their paid module stuff. All right, you're almost there. Now this, if you don't have a Google Voice number, I would highly recommend that you look into a SIP station here. This will provide you a DID number. And it does provide a little bit more features than what Google Voice has. I do know Google Voice does not have this E911 solution, so you won't be able to dial 911 from Google Voice. But if you don't have a Google Voice number, I would recommend taking a look at SIP Station. It's awesome. It to work as the SIP trunk for your Asterisk PBX. So we're going to say not now. I don't need that. All right. Now we're at the main interface here. So it's going to load up here. I'm going to scroll down. As you can see, it gives us, this is our system overview screen. This is the main dashboard. And what you're going to have, you got free PBX news feeds. It kind of keeps you up to date on PBX and Asterisk. And you've got a summary of the system with the check marks being that the indicate that these services are up and running. Now you can see us here, right here, registration system not activated. We chose not to activate that, so that'll be like that. We got an X over the firewall because the firewall is disabled. Scroll down. You'll see any of your alerts. If you have alerts about the system, they'll show up here, which I've got a couple here. The green ones, you don't really have to worry about. Those are mainly just kind of things to just, they're letting you making you aware of. You can actually X out on a lot of these. Hit the X's on them to get out of the green ones. If you got some yellow, the yellow's okay. These are more yellows are like, hey, take a look at this, just to let you know that something, like, see, something didn't start, see, it didn't able to authenticate. This open CNAM, this is what's used for the caller ID lookup. So if you really need to have that feature, you might want to check into that. There's a website. You can go there, check out their website, opencnam.org. Then here, the red, always stay on top of any red critical errors found. These are considered errors. Go in here. It'll take you to the main. Let's show you here. So up here is all your main features, base features of your PBX. You got your admin. What's neat about this, there's an upgrade tool. It'll actually check for upgrades for you. Go out there and it'll check if the system is eligible and compatible to be upgraded to the latest Asterisk version, or free this is actually PBX, so free PBX. Let me go back. What did I do? Okay, so skip that. I think I clicked back one too many times, folks. Sorry about that. So Now that you got your Asterisk PBX up and running, let me go here, folks. I did want to show you. I did tell you, hey, if you do have Google Voice, you have a Google email and you use Google. Where are we at? Module. If you click on admin at the top, scroll down to module admin. Let me show you this here, folks. So this is where you do. If you don't do any of the commercials, like unhighlight the commercial. Typically, I would do standard, extended, and you can go unsupported. And what you want to do is hit check online. What this will do is make sure if your Asterisk PBX is online, it'll go out and it's going to check for updates for your system, all the module update stuff. So as you scroll down, you can see you've got this UPC node server disabled pending upgrade. But let's scroll down. I want to show you what I'm looking for that I really want to show you here. Bam. So I want to highlight this here. Look at that right there. Google Voice Channel Motif. Stable. Not installed. Available online. Now, look at what this says here, description. Manage Google Voice trunks with channel motif. Like I said, folks, if you have a Google Voice number, you can use that as a trunk, set that up, and folks, you've got, with the cost of maybe your hardware, your time, and setting this up, you've got yourself a free PBX system ready to go. Go in here, like I said, there's many features in here. I just wanted to navigate around here. I'm not going to go through and do any configuration. I think we'll save that for another video. I hope you have enjoyed walking through this video with us. Got something good out of it. Share this video, like it, comment below. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know. Hit me back. I really want your feedback. I want to know what you think about this. Like I said, I've been using this for a little over 5 years now. Runs awesome. I've got 2 or 3 Google Voice numbers. I've got them all set up, trunked through my PBX system here. So I couldn't tell you nothing but awesome things about this platform. Like I said, any questions, comments, leave them below. Let me know, and I'll get back with you. I hope this has been a very informative video for you, and I appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope you tune back in with me. All right, peace.